Hello guys, how is it going? It's Lucas and I make a Metroidvania game in Unity. Welcome to another devlog. This will be probably a bit shorter because I spent a lot of time this week figuring out how I actually want my game to look. I thought a lot and I wondered if I should change the style from pixel art to hand-drawn or even vector. And several reasons led me to this. Pixel art has its advantages, like making tile sets. This is really fun and actually quite simple, but making frame-by-frame animation is terribly difficult for me. I cannot do it. Another problem is the pixel art itself in Unity. It causes a lot of jittering problems with movement or placing objects precisely. It's really a pain in the ass. I would also like to zoom out the camera slightly, but the pixel perfect camera calculates the orthographic size itself, but it's for every resolution different and it drives me crazy. Now it's almost the same, 1.8, so you see on every screen almost identical. But if I change it a little to what I like, then it starts causing problems. 1080p is 2.6, but 720p is 3.6, and so on. I was trying to change it from the beginning for a month or so, but I did not find a solution. So I decided to try a new graphic style. I absolutely want to make something different from the Hollow Knight. And here's the thing, it's incredibly hard to make a decent looking tile set. Of course, it could be done differently and simply not use tile sets, but I just don't want to give up tile sets. Creating rooms is much easier and quicker. So I tried several graphics programs, but none of them suit me. In the end I created the first tile set in GIMP and this is it. I tried to make something similar to the previous pixel art tile set. Not exactly terrible, but nothing I'm happy with either. Of course, the main character has also changed. Since I don't have an idea about the main character, who he will be, what his story will be or what he will look like, I stuck to how he looked so far and made only minor changes. I also experimented with the lights again. I don't know, but somehow I don't like it. Maybe it's because it's such an empty environment and it doesn't look good. But as I said before, I wasn't that satisfied with the tile set, so I go back to work. This time I literally copied the original pixel art tile set and made it in vector and then added some highlights and shadows in GIMP. But we can certainly agree that it's not very good either, can't we? Although animating the characters, environment and actually everything would certainly be easier, I will stick with pixel art. So after several attempts and days of drawing, I switched back and started doing something to make some progress. Basically, there are still only 2 rooms in the game, and going back and forth it's getting pretty boring, so it was time to add a few more. Just make a few blocks here and there, make a basic layout that I will improve and polish in the future. This is quite a fun job and needed relaxation after several days of useless work for nothing. You know how I said I'm bad at animating in pixel art? Well, so I started editing the main protagonist again to make it a little easier. I decided to make his arms and legs separate from his body, something like Rayman has. So I have individual parts in different layers, so I can simply move them around and redraw them entirely. It will still need a lot of tweaking, but it's not too bad after all. What do you say? The run cycle isn't perfect, but for how little time I spent on it, half an hour or so, I'm really satisfied. So to summarize it, not much happened this week, but not every day is blessing, is it? Okay, and that's it for today's video. Please subscribe to the channel. Thanks for your support and see you next time. Bye! Oh, hi! You're still here! I really wanna thank you for following my devlogs. It makes me enjoy working on my Metroidvania project.